Russia. Kids are loading on the bus now. Trying to get all the luggage on. Seems to be a problem. John's place had a sign made for it. We hung here on the school.
Oh, no, not me. No, they weren't all alumni. They really good. Blake and stuff.
The other side of the bus, trying to put 10 tons of luggage in a 5-ton bus. It's Saturday, April 16th, 8:30 in the morning. We finally arrived in Moscow after 24 hours traveling. This is a view out the hotel bedroom. Here's a monument dedicated to the cosmonauts. The rocket right on the top. That's a picture of the subway station right outside the hotel here. Here's the Space Needle. Here in Moscow. Here's the main drag outside. These flexible buses, the electric buses. This is a Saturday. There are lots of people on the street. Surprisingly number of cars there is out there. Dr. Sue on the bus tour.
Где-то, чтобы они побыстрее выходили.
Look.
Kremlin Armory Museum. That's what you're looking at here. This is our group going inside. Another view of the outside of this Kremlin Museum.
Now in the Cathedral Square in the Kremlin, and we are taking a picture of the Assumption Cathedral, which is the place where all of the Tsars were crowned. These were built in the 16th century. They were designed by Italian architects. This is the Cathedral of St. Michael, which is also in the Kremlin Square. All of the Russian Tsars are buried in this cathedral. And this is the Cathedral of the Annunciation, also in Cathedral Square, right across from the St. Michael's Cathedral.
These are our two in-tourist guides, chatting with each other while they've given us a break to walk around Cathedral Square here at the Kremlin.
Keep going. Irene is on the left. and Larissa is on the right. Irene is going to stay with us for the entire tour, and Larissa is here just for our stay in Moscow and on to Suzdal.
Here we are taking shots at each other and sunbathing in Russia. This is the view of the last of the cathedrals in this cathedral square, tucked away here in the corner. More kids taking a break. The whole crew sitting here waiting to organize for getting on the bus.
Yeah, put your gently one. She got lost in the bathroom. You gotta hang on.
Guys, get up here. Well, and anytime I ask any question about it, I control it. Say cheese!
Common area here again after taking the tour. And in Moscow at this time they have a public works program going on where people are volunteering their time to clean up the town for free. That's what this lady's doing. She actually sweeps the dirt with a homemade broom. In the Soviet military, going to their guard stations at the Kremlin.
Bring flowers to these.
Commemorate, well, the victory over Tatarman Road. And it has 9 domes, to commemorate 9 important battles in this military campaign. And under each dome there is an icon stand. So, in fact there are 9 chapels or 9 churches in this one cathedral. It was restored, before the Olympic Games before 1980. Now that's why it looks so bright. And near it you can see the monument to Lenin and Pagatsky. They were the heroes of the leaders of Polish the liberation movement against Polish refusal in the 17th century. And this monument was built on the money collected by Moscow, and it became a truly national monument. And the building, it is the State Department store, boom. Perhaps this is the biggest shop in Moscow. And this red brick building over there is State History Museum. It contains a large collection of documents.
Bride marching in Red Square. Hard at Lenin's tomb. Here we are, hear the bells in the background. Changing to the guard at 3 o'clock. This is the front side of Lennon's tomb after the changing of the guard at Red Square. Panning around, showing the size of the Red Square, is another view of the gum department store. This is the area right down there by this cathedral that the German gentleman landed his airplane. Taking a picture with her Polaroid camera of this bride, and the family has now gotten very excited and they're passing around the Polaroid picture. This is our group marching back to the bus.
Hi, Miss Slay. Hello.
This is a view along the Moscow River of the backside of the Kremlin and the Kremlin Wall. You can see the towers. Part of the cathedral area and the cathedral square. Soviet government building. Kremlin Tower. Outside the window, going by. You can see how crowded the streets are on Saturday. To the front of our hotel. That's the name. Hotel Cosmos. And there it is. Here's some of the kids coming into Gorky Park.
Danny and I have made a career out of photographing each other.
What time do you have to be back at your
On the bus at 12, seated at 12 sharp.
Here they come.
40 minutes should be enough to go around. See everything.
Moving out Gorky Park. Here's the entrance.
Stay on the bus and so they're going to enjoy listening to that music. The kids have a tape in the bus. One of our tapes.
Oh, there's a music player?
Yeah, there's a...
Inside Gorky Park now. There's Mandy coming in. Seems to be like a big amusement park with a Ferris wheel and kiddie rides. Outside is about 50 degrees, but the sun is shining. And these people are out here in Gorky Park doing calisthenics and aerobics in their bathing suits. Park, Russian Ferris wheel, and some of the crowd. An area now. This is an example of the lines you see all over Russia. The amusement park really opened about an hour or so ago, and already there's lines around this ride waiting to get on the swings. We are braving a Soviet ride here. We're trying to. They're going to be on the next ride, and we'll take their picture. Hi. There's Rachel. And there's Missy. They are somewhere on that ride, waiting to load up. In the background you hear the Russian music of Gorky Park. Okay, they're showing us the ham that we've been served all over Russia. It's a typical lunch at the Cosmos Hotel. Sitting in the lobby at the Cosmos Hotel. The girls talking with us.
At first I was like, wait a minute.
Did you like them? Yeah, it's alright. Guess you don't need them.
Scenes from around.
I gave a
That's very nice, Missy. Oh, I bet she was really.
We have to see
Very
There's certain things that they
And she
really
gave
like.
her also, she's sitting at
Yeah, I'm gonna
she
give.
gave her eyeliner and
Oh, I bet she was thrilled. Now I'm gonna give our lady because she's lovely. The lady on our floor. What floor are you on?
8.
Right, we're on 17. I'm not sure what I'm gonna give her, but something. She's smiling, pleasant.
I have a great time.
Yeah.
I have 2 cameras.
All right,
My other leg.
right.
and it's like automatic.
Right.
And here's where the battery.
Oh, okay, we'll take right over that.
I have to without. I mean, I only need it, I guess, for the flash.
That's like I only need it for the flash. Peggy. Trying to ruin the
Yeah, outside.
Oh, the seat is also good.
No, the thing is, I can't handle tight places.
That's why I was asking where the seats are here. So if they're on the ground, mine are here.
The chaperones are convening with the guides about getting ready for tonight's ballet performance. Kids are all lined up here in the lobby. They're getting ready to go on the Moscow Metro, the subway, and then we're going to go shopping.
But then you know what they do? We got a good pen. They want the glasses.
This is the key element to trading. This and gum. You get so much.
I'll be back. You're remedy.
Mrs. Schiller is showing she's getting ready to trade.
They did. They came up to me.
The capitalist movement is alive and well in Russia.
Quick, hide, it's the KGB. Yeah. So like, this is the definition of packets. You got this. You can just like pull stuff out. Constant bandanas. I mean, you got like packs of gum in here.
We're ready for instant
Get out of my
trade.
way. Hogging up the whole thing. See, you got this NASA pocket knife. NASA we're talking about. See, you get some pens here. Get those erasable pens in there. Pocket knife. Pocket knife.
Here we are. Our one chance to be all dressed up in Russia. Going to a short ballet tonight. There's some of the guides from Randy.
Hi, good. I got you. I got Meg. I'm missing Wendy and Jen.
I would have brought my whole wardrobe over.
Looks like we're going to fall over at any time. Looking back up the escalator now. This of the escalators, leaving the tunnel going up. And there they go. Moscow subway station. Naturally, Mr. Lenin is here everywhere. You see how beautiful it looks. How large the subway station is. This is Monday morning. As you can see, we're all kind of subdued. It's 7:30. And we're leaving for Suzdal after breakfast. 5-hour bus ride. This is a view, typical in Suzdal. No, I'm sorry, we're in Vladimir. It's a old, original log building here in Vladimir. Beautiful. Characteristic of this area, the Soviet Union, is the intricate work around the windows here. Marching off to dinner tonight in Suzdal. And we're going to a Russian folk festival after dinner. To the village of Suzdal. Another view of the kids marching off to supper. As I take the full view of the area. See some typical homes here in the village. And to the right and straight ahead, we see some of the Byzantine churches that predominantly here in Suzdal, and you can see some of the fortresses. This is a typical street here in Suzdal. Here you can see some of the homes. I'll just pan down the street. You can see what they look like. Children playing just like home on their tricycles. Mother's out watching them. And the kids are walking way far ahead of us. There they are. Big Russian home. Just thought you'd like to see it. Notice the intricate window treatments again. Only really form of decoration they have on their homes. Typical church here in Suzdal. Byzantine spires. There's another one even closer. Not in quite such good shape. Looking inside this now, we're going inside a monastery. That's where we're having dinner tonight. And also where the folk presentation is going to be. Yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. Oh. Here we are inside the monastery that's being rebuilt. Some typical Russian period type homes. Inside the monastery walls here. And you can see some of the homes. The monastery. Gonna have a Russian meal tonight. Our tow guide and one of the bus drivers. There's another table. Okay. There's another table. And here's one more table. Salud. There we go. Two more tables. I'll be sitting in a minute. Here is an overview of the whole room that we're in. It's really special. This is some of our entertainment in the monastery while we're eating. Kids are marching in. We're going to be visiting a museum which which houses the wooden homes of the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries. Here in the Vladimir section of Russia, in the town of Suzdal.
As I told you, all these buildings were moved to Suzdal from the villages of Vladimir region. And this museum is restored just in 1968, and now you can see Russian village of the 19th century. Russian, just village street, and on the both sides of this street you can see Russian houses of the 19th century. And please notice, huge wheel, this is a water well, bread mill, water well of the 19th century. And windmills of the 19th century as well. So in future, all these buildings will be in operation, and the tourists can see the process of working of all these wooden buildings. Windmills, water wells, but in summer, one house is open. The interior of this house is established, and the tourists can see the man of life of Russian farmer of the 19th century.
For the kids getting a lecture by one of the guides. There you can see the watermill, the town, and the windmills.
It's snowing.
This is one of the patrol planes that you see all the time over the skies in Russia.
Thing in the house would die first.
I've seen about
The cat in first.
5 of them now since we've come from Moscow. This is just a view of the outside the museum and the houses of Suzdal. It's another typical early Russian house made out of logs in the area. Rachel! 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 Turn around so we can see a typical Russian woman here. Okay. The people now are going to give some gifts to the little Russian boy. It turned into a museum of old Russian religious artifacts. This is an example of one of the showcases here. Andrew and Prince Alex.
Are we seriously are?
Here at a monastery, we have the ever-present Russian military presence. Some more Russian women working, burning their debris.
Нет, она мне сказала, я этого... Не, ну ты дежурная, я не знаю, кто это.
Named by Leonov. Leonov, one of the participants in the common flight, just Soyuz Apollo in 1975. You see, Leonov today is the amateur just painter, and you can see one of the pictures. He painted this picture and presented to our museum. In old time, Russian people made toys for their children.
Downtown Moscow hotel, where we served our supper on the night before we go to Leningrad. See a Moscow rush hour traffic jam. Just a little bit bit of typical Moscow walking by us here. Downtown Moscow. In the background there you can see Red Square. Inside in Moscow. As soon as anyone opens up a stand of any type selling anything, it gets very crowded and goes very fast. I think that's some sort of bakery items that you're selling there. While on the tour, the children asked the guide what that sign meant on the top of Hotel National, and the translation is that communism will win. She was very embarrassed to tell us the translation.
What do you mean imitated?
No. No, like that.
What are you doing?
Inside the GUM department store, which is really nothing more than a large mall. 2 or 3 levels. Each store really is individually operated, all separate, like a mall would be.
Радиопостановка.
This is kind of exciting.
It is. I know.
Hello!
Hello!
Good morning, America!
Eric, They're a wonderful combination. Here, in here. Homes of the...
Yes, 2 square feet of room.
Make a meal of yours for $9.99.
$19.99.
Order now.
It smells there. Which one of you guys been eating for you? No, they wanted it. Look at the best bathroom.
Is there any power on this train?
Hello. The quiet group.
Having so much fun. You have so much room.
This is the matron of the car, who we've done a lot of trading with, and has given us a lot of tea. We've arrived in Leningrad about a half hour ahead of schedule. They try to unload all the luggage onto that one cart. Leningrad, and we're looking at the riverside of the Winter Palace.
We are looking at the original harbor of St. Petersburg, which Peter the Great built specifically to have a window to the west. Now, as you look real far down, you can see the new harbor. The old harbor, we're here with all of these different buildings. The green building on the right is the Admiralty building, which is really the center of the port of St. Petersburg.
Because it was meant for 12 ministries of the great government. The building is still known sometimes as the 12 ministries building, though.
This is the December Square. It's in honor of those people who died during the Decembrist revolt in 1825. They were protesting the new Tsar Nicholas I. They preferred his brother Constantine, who they felt was much more liberal and would provide them with the Constitution. The ringleaders, the 5 of them were hung, and all the other participants were exiled to Siberia. This is a statue of, in honor of Peter the Great on his horse, and sitting in the December Square overlooking the old harbor of what was St. Petersburg.
The poet Pushkin lived, and now there is a memorial flat, which is a museum now, the flat where he used to live.
We're coming into Palace Square now in Leningrad, and we only have 5 minutes to take pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi!
KGB, no cameras.
Full circular trip around Palace Square, the main square.
That has volume on it? We're looking at the square in front of the Winter Palace. It's called the Square of the Palaces, and this is where Bloody Sunday happened in 1905. The monument in the middle of the square was a monument in honor of the Russian defeat of Napoleon under Tsar Alexander I.
The fact that the Tsar Alexander II was assassinated in that place in 1881. And so later, some 10 years later, the cathedral was built in the same place because he was said to have died the death of a Christian martyr.
Some of the girls down by the water.
Like, are we allowed to go on it? I think so. Let's be quick.
Battleship Aurora, which was the ship that fired the beginning or warning shot to start the revolution on October 24th. The day after the provisional government had fallen, Lenin used the radio on this ship to notify other nations in the world that he and his Bolsheviks had taken control of the government of Russia. The Tsar's government and the provisional government now were both gone. Get this college over here too.
Here are some naval cadets coming to class. This is the Naval Academy that they're marching to, which was built by Peter the Great. It's named after him, and it's right across the street from the Aurora. Boys off the Aurora. Here are the girls on their way back to the bus.
The cathedral was commissioned to the architect Rastrelli by the Tsarina Elizabeth, Peter the Great's daughter. She decided to take a veil when she would grow older, and so in this faraway part of the city it was
Seem to have caught on to a Russian lady who is taking him to the bank to exchange some rubles. Summer Palace, a town called Pushkin.
Over the country?
Yes. They must have like 20 maids or something. Oh, more than that.
And here it is. Just can't get it all in. It's just so big. It just goes on and on and on.
I got a pair just like it.
Here at the entrance to the Pushkin Summer Palace, they're making it put on these liners on our shoes so we don't damage the floor.
I'm like sliding.
Going in to start the tour of the Summer Palace of Catherine the Great. It's the grand stairway, one side of it. This Catherine's Palace.
They had to build it all from the beginning, all from the ruins.
As it appeared after the Second World War. This is a picture of the Grand Hall of Catherine's Palace as it looks today. With the parquet floors, all the mirrors, all the gold sculptures, and the beautiful artwork in the ceiling.
White dining room, the one near to the Grand Hall, is decorated in the same style as the Grand Hall. Again, white walls and carved sculptures on the walls. As for the pictures in the ceiling, most of the pictures are either original or the pictures that were taken from other collections, from other museums. For example, the Hermitage donated some of its pictures for the decoration of this palace. So many of them belong to the same time as the stairs. When they started the restoration of the palace, they were picked with those tiles scattered all over the park. These were carefully collected and they used them to make new tiles out of the pieces of old parts.
Sure. So we can see the long line of hallways and rooms that go down the length of the palace.
At the time, this was another fashion of the time to have picture galleries in them. But the pictures were placed not as we do in museums now, not a single works of art, one far from another, but they were placed very close to each other and matched not by subject, for example, or by the artist, but matched rather by their sizes and colors.
Here comes Danny. He's walking in front of the Catherine Palace. Yep.
I'm standing back off the palace by about 150 feet. Those are the domes that mark the palace. And the full panorama all the way down to the north end to an area which is still under restoration. 3/4 of a mile down a long roadway is the pavilion, which was added to the grounds by Catherine the Great to hold her private parties. Here's a view of the royal gardens. Bad time of year to be seeing them. Everything is pruned and ready for spring, and the men are setting in the dirt, getting ready for the flowers. We're taking an affidavit from the security man here at the hotel with the girls and Linda and Randy all around them. There's a security guard. And Irene working over the translations. Quick view of the Hermitage again, and you can see the preparations going on here in Leningrad. A couple more weeks will be May Day, one of their biggest celebrations. View of the side entrance to the Hermitage, or the Winter Palace of the Tsars. We've arrived at the high school here in Leningrad. The kids are getting off the bus now. And here they go. They're excited. They saw the kids up in the upstairs window waiting for us. And the last two off.
Wait up for me, man.
Here's a view of the school. U-shaped building. Here's the other side. Car going in the front door.
Good evening. It's good evening.
The elementary school kids out playing in the yard here are yelling at us, "Good morning." Greeting us as we walk in the door is the sign on the stage curtains. Kids are lining up for, I guess, some kind of a little show here at the high school they're going to put on for us. Kids already starting to intermingle. And here's one. Where's the badge? Peace.
School children from school 213, and there might be some other guests coming. Well, we shall see. Everyone is welcome here, and everyone, I believe, will feel at home. Boys, I believe it's too loud. No? It's okay? Okay, thank you. So, tonight, our party has been planned. It was planned before. This is some information for our American guests. The thing is that there is a tradition here in this school to have a party, a dancing and disc, I don't know what you call it, once a month. And this is usually third Saturday of each month. This time, we decided to change our schedule a bit because of your coming. Yes, we decided to have it not on Saturday but on Friday. Because we thought that it would be probably nice experience to have disco, to have a get-together together with young people from America, right? Yes. And now, just a few words. I give the mic to the president of the Club of International Friendship, who I do not mean only herself, but I mean club. organizes all kinds of meetings of this kind. And I give the floor to her. She will say a few words. So, Sasha, you're welcome.
And I'm going to speak just a few words about our International Friendship Club. As you see from our name, our aim is to get as many friends both in this country and abroad as possible. Guests from other countries and from different parts of this country are always welcome here. And the letters from all parts of the globe are always waited for very eagerly. Well, we have met our students already, and you can get all the information you need about the school from them, so I hope I won't be speaking for a very long time.
About the town that we live in. Our high school is made up of two towns called Easton and Reading. Easton has about 6,000 people, and Reading has about 7,000. With the size of our high school, Joe Barlow High School has approximately 700 students.
Our school, and it's very small, and everyone knows everybody by their first name. And if there's an outsider that comes in our school, you know him right off the bat. I mean, it's very secluded. We start our day about 7:45, which is homeroom, and we check in to make sure that you're in school, and then we leave about 2 o'clock. Unless you do an after-school sport. A lot of kids do after-school sports, and they stay till about 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, and they take a bus that takes them home, or they drive themselves home.
Soviet kindergarten.
They don't study.
No different than ours.
They only stay in school.
A preschool room.
Right. Correct. Yep. It's
Nice and bright.
Like preschool. Yeah. Anywhere. Isn't that something? People do that. Look at the cups.
And I'm teachers.
We are
Picture on the wall of the school. We are inside the English room, or one of many English rooms here at the school.
About 10 or 12 people. About 12 or 15 come every day. It's a little
Well, this is a cutting from the newspaper, school news.
That's right next to where our town is. About 15 minutes.
Yes.
Well, I've seen it and just watching their behavior. Yeah. Oh, it's been really interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. See, I teach the little one. Yeah, she's got little 8 years old.
Yes, so they could see.
Yes.
For what grade level is this?
6-year-old.
6-year-old.
Oh, don't pull that all out. No.
Isn't that something?
Oh, that's too much.
Well, that's adorable.
Oh, no.
And these are beds that the little ones sleep in when they come to school.
The teachers. No, don't do any more. No, that's fine.
That's so cute. So they have a...
This is an English class.
English class, yes.
Here in the Soviet Union. Display case.
You seem to have many ties with...
Because the British probably come, well, I really don't know why, but they do come as often as Americans. Probably they can't afford that to that extent. To that extent.
And there are a lot
I believe so.
too.
I believe so.
Yes.
Just as we.
Indeed, indeed.
Right.
I couldn't understand what you were trying to say. I couldn't understand. Do you work on Saturdays? And you do it for free, right?
ones made in 2 hours. Settling in for a farewell dinner here in Leningrad after just coming from high school. It's dark in here, so I don't know how this is going to come out. Sample of the table here. back in Russia, here, and here.
Maneuvering the Aussies around the buoy turns. Last year, the Americans won the race down under. Today, with the calm waters and boisterous fans on their side, the Americans won the race with a huge lead.